Hello, this is early in the morning. It's not that early, it's only like 7:28 in the morning. But I just wanted to record this video. I just turned 29. Today's not my birthday. Yesterday was my birthday. My birthday's like February 5th. And I wanted to make this on my birthday, but my mother was there, so it'd be weird to do recordings. My mother was there. She just decided not to go to work that day. I don't give a shit. That's her prerogative. But I just turned 29 and um, all the time I was thinking to myself is, man, my whole mood, I guess, was just complete sadness because now I'm 1 year closer to turning 30 and I haven't gotten the essentials done yet. Um, it's funny, like when I really start to think about the my birthdays, I think I always had sadness when I reached another birthday when I got a little bit older, and I think I started to get sad. I started to become sad once I started to turn 23. Like once it was 21 or 22, I don't think I was as sad, but once I started to hit 23, and I felt like, damn, you know, I could have graduated college by now and got a job and, become independent or self-sufficient. And even every year after that, even though every year I accomplished some things, like if I can take into consideration, I don't know if I really accomplished anything at 23. I was going to online school to finish getting like a bachelor's degree because I felt like I really need some type of degree for people to take me seriously or to get a career. And then 24, I actually graduated the school. I finished it on like April. I think it was, I actually don't even remember what month it was. I know it was like late April. So I felt better. I felt, oh, okay, this is a stepping stone. I'm eventually going to get somewhere. By the age of 25, I applied to so many jobs, went to so many different interviews. I didn't get shit. And that's also when I had like I don't want to say I went crazy, but I had a severe depression, thought about killing myself, and I went into I went into like the mental hospital, and then I got out of the hospital, and then I went back to work, and then within the year of 26 to 27, it was some weird thing where it seemed as though the odor dissipated or was extremely reduced. So within that, like that was interesting. And then by like the age of 28, 27 to 28, I was trying to pursue a career. I did like a lot of did free work just to get my foot in the door, to make my resume look better because I felt, with all the interviews I went to, they didn't take me seriously because I didn't have any experience. So I had to do free work and I felt like I got ripped off in that. And even then, like my last job, I feel like I got ripped off because they're paying me a goddamn like grocery store clerk salary when I should be getting a career salary. I'm not saying I need to get hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I should be living pretty comfortably, decently. But every year, I guess it get a little bit better. I mean, last year when I was 28, I did accomplish my goal. I got a career, but I just didn't get a career salary, which is weird. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this year. I don't know how I feel about the 29th because I don't know. I don't know. I just feel sad. I mean, I feel really sad. I feel unaccomplished. Don't get me wrong. I've always been trying, but I just feel like I don't know. I do. Oh my god. I just feel sad. I feel so fucking sad. I feel so disappointed. I don't think I'm ever going to have career. I don't think I'm ever going to have birthdays where I feel happy, where I'm like, yes, I finally turned 30. I think it stops at 21 actually, because now you are able to do anything you want to do. Like by the age of 21, now you're able to drink, you're able to drive, you're able to, you're able to shoot a gun, you're able to go to strip clubs or whatever. I don't know. I haven't done, actually, I have done some of those. I have drank and I have shot a gun before. But I think after the 21 age, like people are less excited about turning something because honestly, I think I feel closer to death. Every time I get older, I just feel like I'm getting closer to death, and there's lots of things you can't really do at a certain point in your life. Like when you're younger, you have I guess you got extra room to for people to say, "Oh, he's young" or something like that. So of course he's gonna get into stupid stuff or make stupid decisions, or of course he doesn't have these things at this age because he's young. Now I'm hitting 30. I'm about to hit 30, and it's like people are like, "Wow, you're almost 30 and you don't really have anything tangible to say that you have accomplished." You have skills, but the thing, like, again, like I've been saying all this time, like they don't give a shit if you don't really have these skills in a workplace and you worked X amount of years in this company. Just because you have skills outside of working out, doing it in your personal time, they don't take it to the same degree. They don't see it as the same accomplishment, even though it's pretty much the same thing. If I learn the same shit in a private job, I'm pretty sure I'm going to learn the same shit on my personal time. The only difference is there might be a time limit. There might be some type of time restriction working at a company. But other than that, that doesn't really mean anything. I still have the knowledge to do this X, Y, or Z. Um, but yeah, man, I just feel sad, and like the last couple of years, I always had like the top 10 goals, which was to get out of my mother's house, to get a career, and to cure this weird odor condition. And I don't think this odor condition is curable at all. I think it's treatable. You can reduce it to a degree. You can reduce it to a degree, and honestly, the only thing that really keeps me going, I don't want to say it keeps me going. It does. I think this challenge keeps me going a little bit. I think venting out my thoughts makes me feel a little bit better. Um, I do want to talk about where I want to be when I'm 30, because again, that this is not really 365 days, it's 364 days. This is 364 days from now, because my birthday was yesterday. In a year time, if I don't really get a fucking job and get a career salary, bro, I'm gonna feel like I'm such a loser. I'm gonna feel like such a loser. And I already feel like I lost in terms of life. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, like, when I was 17, I had these ideas in my head like, okay, I don't know, I just felt like I would be able to accomplish everything, or at least have a career by the age of 22. And I'm like, what's that? 7 years too late, like 7 years backed up, and I still haven't got that. And that's the thing that makes me disappointed. Maybe a lot of people, I don't know, maybe some people actually have a career at the moment and stuff. And at the same time, continue to beat myself up, but this is a disability. This does hinder you from success. It hinders you from getting into social circles, connecting with people, networking with people, because of this weird, invisible odor, undetectable odor that you can't really detect. All you can do is gauge people's reaction and determine, okay, I smell good or bad. But even then, even if nobody shows a reaction, doesn't mean you don't smell bad. Like, there's tons of people I've been around, like, where they were musty as hell, but I was never rubbing my nose or, doing, like that. So even if they just act normally, doesn't mean you still don't smell bad. It's not as offensive to the point that they had to cover their nose or do little stupid shit with, whatever reaction they're going to do. Or, make sudden outbursts or whisper to their friends, this person smells really bad. So from a year from now, man, top three goals is still there. I don't think I'm really going to be able to move out my mother's house in like a year. If I do, that will be amazing. If I hit it, that will be amazing. It's already overheating at 10 minutes, really? Okay, well, fuck it. Let it overheat. Because I need this rant, and if it cuts off, I'm going to turn this shit back on and continue to fucking rant. But I did want to say, where do I see myself a year from now? A year from now, okay, best scenario, I do get a career because I do actually have experience that I had a 6 months experience. It's not a year, but it's 6 months, and I think that's pretty good. And I do have an excuse for leaving simply because of, not getting paid a salary, which I should have been owed. And also, the comments, I don't know if I'm going to really discuss that with employers about that. So I have an excuse for that. And honestly, I think I should have been using this tool. I had this idea in my head, and I think I should have been using this tool a long time ago because everybody else uses this tool. And this tool is deception. Or just white lies. Lying to people, basically. A lot of times I tell the honest truth because I feel like that's going to be, I don't know, that's going to be a positive, it's a positive attribute when you're just brutally honest about your skill level. But now I'm starting to think to myself, I think a lot of people just fucking lie on their resumes or lie on their interviews and say that they can do X, Y, and Z. Perfect example, when I was at the job, two of the first two receptionists said that they, at least what, my previous boss told me, said they knew how to do X, Y, and Z, and when they actually had to do those tasks, they didn't know how to do any of those things. And I knew how to do all those things. So it made me think to myself, okay, motherfuckers lie all the time, goddammit. So since I have a disability, this is going to put me at a disadvantage. So I need to compensate for that. And the only way I can compensate for that is just to not tell the whole truth or to exaggerate to a degree where I just look like the shit, even though I might smell like shit. I think that's the solution. I wanted to make that as a topic, and I'm probably going to go into detail a little bit more on that. And I think that's the only only way I can really do that. And since I'm in the tech, I guess I'm in the tech industry. They ask for a lot of languages. Do you know this language? How many years do you know this? So in my defense, or what my strategy is say, I know every language that they say to know, and I have at least 3 years. If I have 0 years, I'm gonna say I have at least 3 years. And even if they figure me out, at least I got a cut of that check, and that can keep me going and do something else. That's where my head's at. That's where my head's at right now. So lying, the best tool for everybody to use. I just pretty much just explained the whole topic, but I'm still gonna make a separate topic about that. Probably rant more about that. But yeah, for me, best case scenario, I do get a job and I get a career salary. Okay scenario, so I should go best, okay, and failure. Because, sometimes you're never going to get the best case. Most of the time, you're not going to get the best case. So best case scenario, I get a salary. I get a salary job. Okay case scenario, I don't get a salary job, but I still have a job that pays okay, that pays above minimum wage. It's a high minimum wage. And at the same time, I do find some work online via Fiverr, via, what's that other, Upwork, or, these freelance platforms, and I get some money out of it. And just get the ball rolling. I don't think I'm going to get so much money in just years, in just a couple of months, but get the ball rolling in terms of just getting clients and working with clients. So just get an okay paying minimum wage job, and then get some type of gigs or clients from some freelance platforms, popular freelance platforms. And absolute failure is I don't get I get just a minimum wage job. I don't get zero clients or any other side income, and then I would consider myself a failure, or at least within this year, a total failure. So if I can at least get something where I can get a high minimum wage job, which is like it's sort of like a not a double negative. What's the word? Oxymoron. A high minimum wage. A high minimum wage job, in a way. Like, high minimum wage, you're still gonna be broke. You're still gonna be technically poor, and at best, you'll probably be low middle class income or some shit like that. And I don't think there's, I don't know, maybe I should go into Walmart. But there's so many people who apply to Walmart. That's why I don't want to go. It's like, I remember applying to all those jobs, and you just get taxed when you apply to so many jobs throughout the day. Like, I know when I used to try to apply to all these types of jobs, like Walmart, Publix, and all this shit, and it takes like an hour long just to do the application, and they do it to discourage or deter people from applying, because if the process takes so long, there's going to be less people apply. Therefore, it's going to be less people who can get the job. I understand what the fuck it is, and I think that's a fucking con, but it's such a con, but whatever. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna arrange my success. If I do get a career job, man, that's all I need. I know I'm probably still gonna smell like shit. I know I'm gonna still get comments, but if I get a career salary, that's gonna give me hope. Not just a fucking job, a career salary. Whatever it is. Even if I don't even get to web development or get into web design, if I can get a career salary, just grab that shit and do something with it, I won't feel like a complete loser, honestly. And I also want to predict, or at least, yeah, try to predict where my life is going to be 5 years from now. So 5 years from now, I will be 34 years old. And hopefully I will be able to see this video 5 years from now, at the age of 34. 5 years from now, what I feel like I should be able to accomplish, or I should have at the moment, I should at least have a career paying job, or have some type of online business, or some type of situation set up where I have different streams of income online, whether it is through YouTube, whether it is through other platforms like Fiverr or Upwork, whether I do have freelancing clients, whether I have something. I just have multiple streams of income through just online, just via online. And I'm possibly, that's actually my goal in mind, as opposed to having a career job, because honestly, I think I'm going to have this all my life. So I should at least make myself comfortable and try to do everything online, or do the majority of the work online, so I don't really have to interact with people. But the thing is, the major flaw in that is you're not going to have as many clients. It's going to be harder to get clients if you don't interact with people. If you look into freelancing, a lot of times you get clients through word of mouth or through connections, through networking. And if you don't constantly network with people, it's going to be very difficult to actually obtain or increase clientele. So at the age of 34, if I don't get a career salary and work a decent job, making a career salary where I can live by myself and not be struggling, I ain't shit. Or if I don't have any type of online stream of income that makes me be able to be autonomous or independent, I ain't shit. Secondly, I've talked to so many people. I read so many different forum posts. I think I know how to decrease the odor. I've done it several times throughout my life. If I can't stick to that diet where I know to avoid sugar or I don't know if meat really is the big culprit, to be honest with you. But I know avoiding sugar and avoiding like processed foods and stuff like that is one of the biggest things I have to, and dairy is one of the biggest things I gotta avoid. And I really like ice cream so much. You don't know how much I like ice cream. But I gotta avoid that shit. If I can't stick to a diet like that, I ain't shit by the age of 34. What else? I don't really give a shit about, I guess I do give a shit about having a girlfriend because I don't care at this moment. But at the age of 34, if I don't have like any type of significant other, I ain't shit. I don't want one right now. I think money is the most important thing, but if I don't have one by the age of 34, I ain't shit. If what's another thing I need to accomplish by the age of 34 that I think a 34-year-old should have? Yeah, so it overheated and it cut off. The video cut off, so I'm just gonna try to finish my thoughts. I don't give a shit if this cuts off again. I just want to get out, just want to rant and get out all my fucking thoughts. So I think I cut off at the point of what do I see myself, where do I see myself in 5 years? In 5 years, I'll be 34 years old. Honestly, this is what I would love to be at the age of 34. At the age of 34, I honestly just, I don't even think I want to be in a company, work for a company. I don't really think I want to just work for a business. I think I want to have several different businesses that just make me money, and I can do that online as opposed to always going out and just constantly doing this 9 to 5 grind. Yeah, there'll probably be more opportunities available, and also within the 5 years, I'm going to be really good at web developing. Especially how my rate is. I feel like I feel like I should train like an Olympian. Like I remember actually, what's this woman's name? I forgot this woman's name she was like a biracial woman, and she was training for the Olympics as a track star or whatever. And I forgot her name, but she was like the highlight of the Olympics, but she didn't win the Olympics. She didn't win the Olympics at all. But the thing is, what she had to do every day to train, she had to train for like 4 hours every day, 4 hours every day running. And in the same way, that's the same way I'm doing with web developing. I feel like I should do it like 4 hours every day to just get good at it. And I feel like within a 5-year time span, I don't give a fuck if I don't have enough fucking references or job references or job history. I'm going to be exceptional at what I do. I already feel like I'm good, but I think I'm going to be exceptional to the point that it's going to be really hard to deny me my salary or what I desire. But even then, it's like, I don't think I'm going to go out to companies or businesses and stuff like that. I think the goal here is just to migrate online. Migrate online because who knows if my odor does get worse. A lot of people like to be optimistic and think, oh, it's going to go away and it's going to be manageable because I'm going to eat this way, these small, select food choices for the rest of my life. I don't think that's a really good life to live, honestly. I can see myself just doing it only for certain periods of time because I need to be in a certain space for a long period of time where a lot of people are at. But to deny yourself just simple foods, I'm not saying you have to just go out and be a fat ass and eat every fucking processed food or junk food that's gonna probably make you smell bad. But at the same time, you should live a little, but in moderations. And I can't really see myself just eating these small selects of foods and thinking, okay, I can do this for the rest of my life. I could try, but I think I'm gonna relapse, and that's just being normal. But what do I see myself at 34, and what will make me happy? What will make me feel like I've accomplished something at the age of 34? Yes, living on my own and having a decent, it doesn't have to be extraordinary, a decent wage based on the online opportunities I am making, online businesses or social media accounts where I'm doing something or rather. And honestly, I really think that freelancing is a thing that's going to make me a lot of money. It's going to make me the large share of money. I don't know if I can really sell anything. I don't know about drop shipping, but I am going to look into those types of things because it's important to learn all the different options you can use to try to garner money. Yeah, garner money, I guess. Draw in money, draw in cash. I'm probably always going to smell bad. So in terms of relationships, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one because I think the first step is to be on my own. If I do, I'm never gonna do online dating, by the way, because I tried it. It's fucking stupid. It's a waste of money for men, and I really want to make a I really want to make an episode about that, of all the failures I did, about that one. But it's really just a waste of time, and I think the most practical way to get any type of date is just to walk up to women as a man. As a woman, you can be very selective and picky because there's always going to be men that just click on anything because out of desperation, because women just don't reply to everybody that sends them a text. So men are thinking to themselves, okay, I guess I gotta text everybody. I gotta send a message to everybody. I don't want to get into that. But in terms of dating, by the age of 34, I guess I should have some type of partner or something, or girlfriend or something. I'm not looking for it now because, again, I need to accomplish the first step, which is financial success, and then look at other options that'll make me feel like I'm living an adult life. Another thing I started to realize, well, let me just finish my thoughts about being 34. At 34, yeah, that's the only two things I want. I just want financial success. And maybe a girlfriend, I don't know, but definitely a good collection of friends I can hang out with because it'd be probably boring to just be around just your female friend, not female friend, your partner for the rest of your life. That would suck ass. So you do want to still go to outings and stuff like that. And so I would like to have friends as well. So I think that's the only level of success I want to be at. That's the only thing I feel like will make me feel pretty fucking good. I mean, yeah, having my own car, maybe have an apartment, have a little dog named Choo Choo. I'm just joking around. But yeah, that's all I want. And I think I want to just finish to in this video by saying this. I also want to talk about why I hate growing older, or why, growing older makes me feel sad. Not only just because of older, where I feel like my life's been robbed because of this disability. I'm not able to do the things I really want to do because of it. But also, as I grow older, I notice everybody else grows older. And this is the thing I wanted to talk about in my Christmas. I wanted to make a Christmas video of my thoughts on how my Christmas party or Christmas family event went. But I've been noticing throughout Christmas Eve and Christmas, everybody's getting older and slower and weaker. That's been noticing with my uncles and aunts, my grandparents, my mother. Mother has like serious back problems, and it just reminds me that a lot of people are closer to death. Like a lot of my aunts and uncles and my grandmother and so on and so forth are closer to death and have more health problems every year. And it makes me think to myself, like, what would I do without them? Like, as people start to slowly pass away and I start to see the family events slowly get smaller and smaller, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know how I feel about it. I get sad about it because I realize what's going on. And there's going to be a point in time where I'm not going to be able to see my grandmother anymore. There's going to be a point in time I'm not going to see my aunts and uncles anymore, or even my mother. And not having any of those people there and have this condition, it bothers me. I can't believe I'm already 8 minutes in, but that's how I feel, and that's the thing that makes me sadder and sadder. As I get older and I haven't accomplished anything, not only that, I have this disability, not only that, the people that could still be supportive of me are slowly withering away in front of my eyes. And that is another layer that makes me feel sad. I mean, that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. And I don't give a fuck if it's this long. I try to keep shit at a minimum, but that's just how I feel at the age of 29. I feel sad. I did accomplish, to be fair, I did accomplish a lot at the age of 28. compared to all of the previous years, to be fair. And maybe I can accomplish some things at the age of 29, far exceeding the things I did at the age of 28. But I don't know. But I gotta try. So I'm gonna end it right here. Thanks for listening, I guess.